Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm going to do a quick flip through of the paper bag journal, and then the video will move on to a inspired by Pinterest video. So I'm going to scoot this out just a tiny bit. I just wanted to put them together because otherwise I get dinged by YouTube because the videos when I do just a flip through don't do as well. I know, I'm sorry. You don't have to watch it. You can fast forward if you want to. Anyway, this journal is spoken for. It measures 7 3/4 by 6. And if you remember, this is made out of the large lunch bags from Walmart. I'm sure you can get them at Target or wherever. They're just the large size. They're not the standard size. They're considered large, okay? And I did fold up the bottom on some of them. Some of them I cut the bottom off and made them more like a coin pocket. So not all of them have the flap pocket. So it's up to you how you want to do that. Okay, so on the front we have our little corrugated tree and Santa and some goodies, and it's been gessoed. When you open it, there is a bag that has the peppermint stripes on. And in that pocket, maybe if I can grab a hold of it, is a journaling card that has one of these large mason jars there. And then this part of the pocket also comes out. So you can write on the back. There's not a whole lot of room here, but I guess you could kind of flip that up and write on it. Up to you, but there's some decent writing space there. And then, of course, the back of the card has more writing space. And that tucks in there. You just have to watch that little flap. And then this is just all collaged and decorated up over on the side. There's another tuck spot that has a journaling card with 2 tags. And all of these things, well, not all of them, because a lot of these little pieces were in my stash. But the main kit I am using is my rustic Christmas kit. So, there's that, and then there's also a lot of pieces from my Whatnot and from, why is this not wanting to go in here? From the Whatnot kit and the Paint and Play kit. So, yeah, it was catching on the back of the bag. There is a crease and where the bag comes together, and for some reason it keeps getting caught on that. All right, so this is the fold up of the next paper bag, and in here we have something I already have to fix. This happens, so if you make journals, you'll know this is all part of it. When you do a flip through, you find all the things that need to be fixed, but that's good. This we did in the 50 stack challenge. It was for labels, and I put all the labels on there. There's a playing card as a frame, and then this little bit just tucks in, and you can write on the back. You can write on the back there. And then this was another 50 stack challenge where I made a strip, collage strip, and turned it into a tag. And those both tucked down in there. I forgot to take this out. In this pocket, there is a large journaling card, which I made with you guys. So that goes in there. It can go either way. You can decide which direction you want to go. I'm going to put those back in later. And then there's another one up here. Pulled up too. I'm doing good with this flip through, y'all. Anyway, that goes in the second pocket. This goes in the third bag pocket. So big, huge journaling cards to write on. And then in this little pocket down here, we have, that was Doodle for the 50 stack challenge. Just a journaling card that I watercolored. And then this is a vintage card, Christmas card. That's where this one came out of here. Or no, it was this one. That's the second pocket. Okay, and then we have our little house envelope that I made inspired by Nancy Pitter. So check out Nancy Pitter. She does a whole village of them, and they're super duper cute. So make sure you do check her out. I usually have her linked in the description box below because she does use a lot of my digitals when she's making things. So she gets put there so that you can pop over and check out what she has going on at any time, because she's always got something cool going on. And same with Carol Laws and Mitzi at 307 Junk Journals and Linda at Handmade Iowa. Just a little photo tucked there with some writing space, lots of writing space back there. And then you flip this over, and that's the back, and it's one of the bag pockets. And then another tag and a bag that has a tag. So, yeah. Lots of writing spots and lots of cute decorative pieces. And then you turn it over. There's another journaling card up here. So there's 5 total of these large journaling cards. And then just some extra writing space there in that little pocket and a little tag. And then in this pocket, which is another bag pocket, that's the bag folded up, there's a large tag and a little booklet that has 2 tags. And again, that's all rustic Christmas stuff, except these candy canes. That was scrapbook paper. All the digitals are listed in the description box below. So if there's anything you're looking for, and I'm always happy if you're not understanding where something is or whatever, I will definitely help you. And here's another large tag that has these cute ornaments. One has the Santa, one has the kitty cat, and the little kiddo up there. Love that. And you flip this over, we have, sorry, couldn't get a hold of that, a piece of paper that's been folded. Fold it just in half and then in half again. And you get a nice journaling spot. And then on the front, it's decorated with our wreath that we did for the 50 Stack Challenge. And there's a tag back here. Those I can easily put back. And that's made out of sewing tissue. I kind of wiggle this up and down. Sheila helps flatten that bow out again, because otherwise it just gets folded up. So in this pocket, there's a playing card that has Santa as the king. And I didn't want to cover it because, I mean, it's the whole point, right? That's where that tag goes. I had that little tag. What did I do with it? And I'm like, I know that goes in a pocket somewhere. This one. It goes in this pocket. Sorry. I was confused for a minute. And then back there, you could also tuck another little something if you like. And it's signed. And then it goes back to the front. So what it looks like is this. Because it is 5 of the large paper bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see the sides of the paper bags right there. But I glued them closed on the side because I didn't feel like it was necessary to have that gigantic gusset. So there are videos for all of the things that I've made. Pretty much. I mean, I did do some things on my own just because of time, and a lot of those things were these large journaling cards. So, but there's pretty much videos there's one for this one, there's one for this one. I think these 3 I did on my own. So anyways, that's that. And now I'm going to pause the video and the next video will start. Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm back for another Inspired by Pinterest. I found this pin and it is really cool. I like the little hand-drawn circles, like mark making. And then there's lots of book page back here. Denim. I'm not going to use denim. I've got other fabric. Some paint swatches. Obviously a photograph. That one has some drawing on the photograph and some stitching. And maybe that's stitching that's going across there. I don't know. I'm not going to do it exactly like that, but a piece of crochet. So yeah, and this one was posted by C. Broader, and I tried to visit the site, which was Instagram. It says right there, Instagram. And I just kept getting like a blank page. So I don't know. And I don't know if that, I tried to look it up on Instagram and I couldn't figure it out. But if it's you, let me know. And I'm happy to put your information in my description box. All right. So I'm going to make a pocket that'll have a side tuck. And then we'll also do the tag that's going to go in there. Okay. So we'll do a couple of things. I'm going to use, rather than a photograph of the girl, I'm using this from my painted Christmas kit. It was one of the tags or the journal cards that's in there. I just cut Santa out in a circle. I have a piece of crochet. I think this is from like a whole doily of all these like star things put together. My sister has done things like this before, though, but I don't think that one is hers. Let me know, Megan. It's sometimes hard to remember which ones are which, you know? But she's definitely done things like that for me before. All right, so I'm just going to start kind of putting some things down, and we'll just see where we get to. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're well. It is a cold, sunny day here, but it's sunny, so winning. You know, I love that. This is from a Bobsy Twin book, and it has, wait, where was it? Oh, I want to make sure I get the right side. Oh, Time in the Snow. They had a merry time in the snow. I just thought that was kind of cute, so I grabbed that. It's a different, larger font. You know, it's fun to have different things like that. And then this says the word peace, whatever, but I liked that. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could all just get along? That would make my day. And a piece of an old letter. That we're going to put on there. Over here. Just to kind of fill up that blank spot that's over there. And then these are just going to kind of go down the middle because the other sides are going to get covered by other things. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that sideways. And then this one over here maybe. Something like that. You don't have to cover every bit of it because there's obviously already old book page back there. So it's not like you have to stress about covering every bit unless, you know, maybe there's words or something you don't want on there. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. And I'm just lightly inking these. This journal, you know, of course, I always ink. I can't help myself, but probably won't be like super grungy because I do like the white, the black and white parts. And then I have one of these from my paint swatches digital. I don't think I want the whole thing. Oh, because we're going to do some, that's what I need to do. I just have a, what do you call it? S-gel pen. I've used these before. They work very well. But we're going to just do some mark making. And I don't think I'm going to just do circles. I want to do kind of some of these things that might look maybe kind of like a snowflake. I think I like it with 3 instead of more. I'm going to scoot it just a little. Hopefully I'll remember to scoot back out. That's what I usually forget. And it's hard to see because my hand's in the way. I keep doing too many. I feel like I gotta... And then we'll do some circles too. I liked the circles. I just wanted some variety. You could do anything. You can just do dashes or whatever floats your boat. And it doesn't matter if they're all perfect because they're not gonna be if you're doing this by hand. It just doesn't work that way. If you had some kind of stamp, that would be different. Then you could get a more uniform look, but I want that hand-drawn look more than stamped. And this is just some of that newspaper print that I have that I was telling you guys, if you put it in the sun, it turns this yellow color, which I think is really kind of cool because it looks like old paper that way. It's just that newsprint packing paper, and I get mine on Amazon. The problem is I think you can only get pretty big packs of it, and the sheets are real big too, so if you don't have a lot of use for it, you're probably not gonna want it. But it really is kind of cool the way when it's left in the sun it changes color entirely, kind of like little trees here. And you can see nowhere near perfect, and that is just fine. So what are you guys up to today? Anything fun? I know a lot of you have snow. Hallelujah, we don't yet, but I know it's just a matter of time. We will. But I am enjoying the fall sunshine for sure, because it is lovely. I need to say hugs and blessings. Hugs and blessings to Lawrence, Mary, Janice, Sheila. I got lots of you today. Diana and Teresa. I'm trying to catch up. I feel like I keep forgetting people. So I'm trying, I promise. I do write it down. It's just sometimes, you know, it gets past you or whatever. And it's not intentional. I love all you guys. Thank you for watching. And welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to those of you that have been with me for a long time or a short time. I appreciate you all. And if you don't mind liking, subscribing if you haven't, if you like my channel. Commenting is always awesome, and I do comment back. There's also the hype button, and it's right if you scroll back and forth on that little, I think you can only do it on a phone. I don't think you can do it on TV. Maybe you can. Some people have said they found that on, or like commenting and all that on the TV. So I think you can. I just don't know how to do it, especially on all TVs. But it's right under where you push the like button. You can scroll back and forth to like share, remix, I think it says, hype. There's all kinds of things that you can do right there, and it scrolls back and forth on a phone. So yeah, just my best advice is if you watch YouTube, I would go down in that area and just start clicking on things and scrolling on things, and that's the best way to learn all that. Which, you know, I'm not always good at either, so I'm not like I'm saying I always do that, but that's kind of the best way to learn. I mean, I think they've got it pretty foolproofed so that you can't do anything crazy there, so you don't have to worry about messing something up or anything. But yeah, just kind of click on some things, check some things out, and that might help with, you know, knowing where stuff's at. Because I know it is crazy. And they keep changing all that stuff all the time. And it's the same on Etsy and everywhere else. They're constantly changing those platforms, which makes it not super user-friendly. But anyway, that's for another day. But yeah, just check it out. That's all you can do. Yes, very much appreciated. And you can do it with anybody that you like watching. So it's nice to know how to do that. I don't want to cover all that up, so I think I'm going to tear this about here. And this is, again, my paint swatches. They're tags, but I just cut the tag top part off of it because I didn't want it to be a tag for this, although it probably would have looked cool as a tag. I just wanted it as a, you know, straight piece, but you can have them however you like them. Because they're kind of fun to play with. Just gives you another thing. I'm going to put this across here. This is going to go here. And it'll have to overlap things a little bit. Can't see any of the trees that way, so do I want to come down maybe to there? Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then Santa's going here. And then we'll do stitching, but I don't have to worry about that at this very second, so. Yeah, lots of you have said it's snowed or is snowing, still snowing. Oy, oy, oy. I'm not ready. I am just not ready. I know it's that time, but I don't want to. Don't want to do that yet. It ruins my walks. Ruins all kinds of stuff, honestly. Driving. I know precipitation is good, and we should all be thankful, but my goodness. Okay. Put that over. Let's get Santa. I'm going to go around this a little. I do want to thank you, though, because I have gotten a few hypes, and so I really, really, really appreciate that, you guys. That's so kind of you. And what that does, it helps small creators, you know, because we can't really compete with the people that are getting like 2 million views per video and stuff like that. We just can't. There's just no way. So I guess it helps push your channel out in the algorithms if people hype it. Anything, any activity helps. I'm trying to think how I want to do this because she didn't do a whole lot of stitching. Oh, I don't think she really did any on that piece that she had. So I might just try to kind of... I'm going to use my other glue stick, though, I think. Oh, I'm all out of that glue stick, aren't I? Yeah. I'm going to grab another one. I don't know about the... I haven't tried the staples. My word, I couldn't think of that. But I know the Scotch Create Permanent does work for gluing fabric stuff down. So, and I haven't had a problem before, but that doesn't mean nobody's had a problem before. It works for me is all I got to say. But I am pretty liberal with it. I don't shy away from the glue. I'll just say that. I might put a little liquid on it as well just to extra tack it, but to get all the bits to glue down, I think the best thing is the glue stick. It is a little easier than a doily because it doesn't, yikes, ooze through it so much. Like on doilies, you know, it's just all over everywhere. And we'll put a little bit of this on the more dense spots so that hopefully they will stay down. Yeah, this one I definitely cut out of another doily because I can see where I cut it. And all I can say is keep your eyes peeled when you go to thrift stores, antique stores, whatever. That's the best place to get them. They'll just be there randomly. There's no rhyme or reason. And some of them are already in bad shape, which makes it even easier to, you know, cut them up and stuff. Like, or they're stained or whatever. So it's, you don't feel too bad cutting them. Okay, that should stick just fine. Now that it's got lots of glues. All right. there is that part. And then we'll do something to go in the pocket. And then I'll do the stitching and I'll come back and show you what it's going to look like. I might put some gesso on there too. Maybe I want to do that so that it'll have a little drying time. Since I am using the gesso for this journal. I know I could do them both at the same time, but let's just give it as much drying time as we can, right? See, you're only seeing bits of the paper that has writing on it, so that's why you don't have to stress about how much of it's on there or whatever. Now that she didn't have gesso on hers, you don't have to have gesso on yours. Well, I mean, of course you don't ever, but I just like it. I like the texture and everything that it gives. And it kind of does give you that icy look. Pasha's in the window again on his heating pad. So I take it, I put it there in the morning, and then in the evening when I go leave my little craft room here, I take it and put it on the couch. So nobody can say that cat is not spoiled, because he is ultra spoiled. But he's so cute. Okay. I don't know if I want to use this, or also have this little boy who's super cute. I think I might use him. This is in the Painted Christmas kit. This is in, I called it Kids at Christmas, I believe. And this is just white copy paper that I've just punched holes in using my Crocodile. Tore it, punched a bunch of holes in it. I'm going to tear this top. That'll go along the side. We need to tear off just a little bit more. Go away. So I'll go there. I have more of my oh, I told you what it was called. If my brain only worked. Bobsy Twins. Yes, thank you for whoever was screaming at me. Do appreciate it. That he's gonna go. He's gonna stand on the line here, and I want this. Do I want him on top or behind? I think behind. Okay. I had to figure out how I wanted all that. Yeah, I definitely liked the, just gives it that handmade feel when you when you draw, even if your doodles aren't anything great. I mean, I didn't do anything amazing there. It's pretty bad, actually, but it just really adds a little something, I feel like, to a handmade piece. This is out of my Paint and Play digital download. I just tore out a section of one of those paint samples. They are definitely fun to use. Add a bit of color. I hope he needs. Yeah. Okay, let's get these all down. So you can make this in any style if you're not making Christmas journals. You can choose different, you know, focal points. And if you don't want to do the white pieces, you can, obviously she used other things. Like I love the denim on hers and stuff. Looks really cool. So just use what you have or want to work on or work with. There are a bajillion things to choose from, right? I'll put that down next. Just kind of have him stand on that line. I think I'll be good. Yeah, I was going to put that on top. Okay. Almost forgot what I was doing there for a minute. Hey, did you see? Oh, and I forgot to back that up, didn't I? I knew I was going to do that. Hopefully you were good with being completely right in the mess of it all. Sorry about that. I'll show you stuff again just to make sure you got to see it. It's the only problem with moving that because I just forget. But I know when you're like drawing those doodles, it's really hard to to see them. I don't think I'm going to go. Well, I guess I could do it up that high. And it'll work. When I was using the lady, it wouldn't really work to have it up that high. And I am cutting these, so I'm hoping when you see this, they'll be in the store. But I promise I am working on it. They do go fast. Well, because there's only ever like a few in there at a time. And I told you the dilemma on that yesterday, so. Okay, and then we're just going to put a pull tab, you know, so you can pull it out. And that's just a piece of crocheted, I think it was, I don't know, some old something. All those things they used on tables and side tables and all that we don't use anymore. And then I think I want corners. Oh, I need to back it, don't I? Let's back it before we bother to do that. Some tea-dyed paper here. For some nice writing. And I need to get, I think tomorrow's when I'm going to start on the other journal. Ooh, I need to do a flip through of the, I was going to do that first today. Well, maybe I will stop this and do a flip through, add it on the front of the video, and then. So don't mind my blathering. I'm just blathering. If you already saw the flip through, just ignore me. I'm just thinking it out in my own head. Thinking out loud as I do. Yeah, if we could have this weather year-round, I would be ecstatic, let me tell you, because I do like throwing on a sweatshirt, but the sun, and it's not snowing. It's lovely. It is definitely my favorite time of year. Oh, corners. My word. Get it together, lady. Okay. And then I will stitch on this one too. This has to be completely dry, obviously, to stitch, unless you want to make a complete mess of your sewing machine. And then watch out for reds, because they make the gesso turn pink, which, you know, if you want it pink, great. But if you don't, that's why the old paper and all that is good. I don't want his shirt, jacket, whatever. I do think I want just a little bit down here. I'm going to try to sort of stay on this line a bit. Just because of the way that foot is higher up there. Oops, that was a little excessive. Okay, those are going to dry. Let me bring them up and show them to you in case there was stuff you missed because I was way too close. That's going to be the pocket, so I'll glue it on 3 sides onto the journal page, and then this will slide in and out. All right, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So this is the pocket, and I stitched all around, and I did add some little, you know, blobs of sewing thread in black because I didn't want to do all my stitching in black just because of the, I don't know, I just didn't want to on these ones. So I just added a little bit of black because it is going in the black and white journal. And so then this will slide in there once it's glued down to the page. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. This, again, was the inspiration. Mine is quite different, but, you know, you can definitely see the inspiration there. So I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will chat again soon. Love you guys. Bye.